We've been talking this morning about the Troy man who died after being tasered several times by police at Gold's Gym in Latham. We're joined by WGY legal analyst Paul Harding of Martin, Harding and Mazzotti. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, Paul.
So does this
Good morning, Chuck.
does this man's family have a case, do you think?
Well, it's very early on here, but it appears that this guy was just exhibiting signs of just being out of control. And the police do have lots of options in terms of trying to subdue someone who is like this. The use of firearms and is one of the old approaches, and now they have the taser and the stun gun, and they use the taser, and probably we're going to find out that this was fairly justified in based on the facts that are unraveling at Gold's Gym.
Yeah, now the chief, of course, says it was justified, or I won't say of course. Chief Hyder says it was justified given the threat to the officers. But also he mentioned an interesting point that we don't even know for sure yet that the tasing actually caused his death. I mean, a lot of things were going on there. It could have been one of a number of things.
Yeah, this appears to be an out-of-control scene. I mean, this guy is throwing around equipment. I know some folks who were at the gym that morning. They were in a spinning class. They were locked in the spinning class, fearful that he would enter there. So the scene unraveling was apparently just out of control. In terms of what we know they did is we know that this Chad Brothers was physical with the officers. He was physical with people at the gym, and they used the taser. As to what this cause of death is, will be determined. The police, of course, are taking the position that it was a justified approach to subdue him, but it sounds like they did attempt to subdue him some other ways, and he did resist arrest.
Now, 2 weeks ago, the New York Civil Liberties Union issued a report saying that police across the state have been found to chronically misuse tasers. I don't know where this man was hit or how many times, but could that be a factor?
Yeah, that report was pretty scathing. It did, in fact, indicate that the amount of time that somebody is under the tase, and meaning that they recommend 5 seconds or less. So that stuff's all going to come out, whether or not they excessively used it. But at this point, I think that Chuck made an excellent point. Incrementally, we're going to find out the facts around this as to really what caused his death and whether or not the tasing was a factor. And then, of course, they're going ahead and kind of throwing it out there that there may be there may have been some drugs, the way he was acting, and possibly his physical build that may have brought about his injuries also.
Now they that New York Civil Liberties Union report, they've reviewed 850 incidents with tasers from 8 police departments. Albany and Gilderland were involved, but Colony was not. I guess that report said tasers applied to subjects with weak hearts can greatly increase the risk of cardiac arrest. But from the people you know who were actually there yesterday, were they scared, or was it really a wild kind of a scene?
Absolutely. They heard some things going on. Then they were told to go into a room. They were told to stay in the room until this incident was over. And so, it would appear that the police ran out of options in terms of either trying to talk this guy down or trying to hold him down. And they've got the ability to use some chemical sprays. They've got the taser, and then of course, they at some point would be justified in using their firearms. So we're going to find out what's going on here in terms of the community. It did have this Columbine feel to it yesterday. I was getting phone calls throughout the day, and of course, getting a lot of misinformation as well as misinformation that there was just a rampage going on at this gym. Mm-hmm. But so yeah, people were scared to death.
WGY legal analyst Paul Harding of Martin, Harding and Mazzotti, 1-800-LAW-1010. Paul, thank you so much.
Bye-bye, guys.